2023 marks the Fur Bearers' 70th year. Our past, present, and future are tied together by the need to protect fur-bearing animals so they can live wild and free. Here's a look back at our year and what you helped to achieve. Protecting wildlife means inspiring new generations and showing them who animals are and what challenges they face. This summer, we published a Wild and Free activity book that was distributed to over 800 young campers at BC SPCA's kids camps. These booklets featured Indigenous designs, word searches, coloring pages, and more activities that reinforce camp messaging on the importance of wildlife and how we're all a part of coexisting together. We also worked alongside university students who want to tackle and find solutions to issues facing wildlife in our communities. Our educational programming went even further as we connected with citizens, advocates, and governments to promote coexistence with wildlife through events and conferences and curated content. Our podcast continues to be a hit in its 10th year. You can listen to the entire back catalog and new weekly episodes of Defender Radio and The Switch anywhere fine podcasts are downloaded. The research we undertook this year made an impact thanks to you. Our BC Black Bears program, informed by ongoing research, highlights how specific communities can empower themselves to support ecosystems and prevent the deaths of hundreds of bears annually. Working with research partners, we found positive attitudes towards wolves and overwhelming support for their protection across Canada. Our storied history and specialized knowledge played a big role in making an impact on fur farming and commercial and recreational trapping this year. Our report on fur farming showed a path for Canada to transition away from fur farming for good. We hope to see fewer dogs and cats killed or injured by traps this year, following the release of our video on releasing pets from traps, informed by reports obtained from government channels showing the severity of the issue. Making change for wildlife requires the voices of many people, and thanks to you, voices for the animals were clearly heard. Our work was featured in over 90 media stories this year, including news articles, op-eds, and radio and television interviews. We showed the needs of wildlife to policymakers, calling for their interests to be considered in government decision-making. More than 7,000 educational coexistence door hangers were distributed to homes across Canada thanks to support from advocates like you. That strength we rely upon went the distance this year, as we saw citizens organize for change and municipalities step up their wildlife management approaches to bring in non-lethal policies that protect people and animals. Despite so many steps forward, we still face significant challenges. This year, we uncovered that wolves, bobcats, and lynx are being commercially farmed for their fur in Canada. Fortunately, most Canadians agree that killing animals for their fur is wrong, and we're taking calls to end fur farming to the federal government. Working with an animal artist, we told the story of Nadia, a wolf pup killed by government contractors in BC's annual wolf cull. Our partnerships have resulted in a larger impact for the animals this year, too. We worked with animal justice and other organizations to challenge abuses towards animals, including coyote killing contests and penned dog hunting in Ontario. Have we talked about how much we love beavers? In a time of drought and wildfires, they're being actively killed despite their ability to engineer ecosystems that fight drought and wildfires. We can't talk about the biodiversity generating climate change conquering beavers enough, and we've let policymakers know that their value in ecosystems is far greater than their fur being used in fashion products. Whether it's in the classroom, in the media, or in meetings, the Fur Bearers has amplified the voices of wildlife to build a better future for animals in Canada. And we can't do any of this work without you. To our supporters, donors, partners, volunteers, and everyone else we've met along the way, thank you. It is because of your continued, dedicated support that we impact the lives of fur-bearing animals across Canada. Many of you have known us from our early days and our famous yellow bumper stickers. Some of you have only recently joined the wildlife protection movement. Whatever your background, we have lots of work to do together. We envision a world where humans and wild animals coexist peacefully, and we're thrilled to have you along for the journey. From all of us at the Fur Bears, thank you.